Hi everybody, Laurie here for tonight's version of Tips in 10 minutes or less that can help a mama change the way she thinks about herself and then change her life. Hi, I'm Laurie Joy, the owner of the Mojo Mama, where I help moms turn their shit show into their mojo. And tonight, I am talking about those dreaded words that we say as mothers that when we claim we are doing it for our children. Okay? Now hear me out. The Mama Mojo movement is all about empowering mothers to be their best self, and hi Nicola, and doing it without the mama guilt. Now, we know we will never get rid of mama guilt altogether. It's been ingrained in us. It's generational. I think it's almost like a defect as moms, and I really think it's utter bullshit and something that we need to change. But it's not easy. I go through mama guilt all the time, and I'm sure so do you watching. But when we start to say those words, I'm doing this for my children are my life, my children are my everything, and they are. And my son, he is my life, he is my everything. But I want us to start to rewire our brains a little bit. So maybe instead of saying, I'm doing this for my kids, can we start to say, I'm doing this for myself? And I really think those are some hard words for a mom to say, because we are ingrained as mothers to be nurturers, to be carers, to be givers, and to do that almost to a fault, in the sense that we are always giving to our children, we are always giving to our neighbors, we're giving to volunteer, PTA, soccer, whatever it may be. But I really want you to start to think about doing things for yourself. And in that, you are still showing and sharing with your children that they are first and foremost. Now, let's start by a mom, maybe perhaps, of showing her kids that she loves herself. Right? Now, I do an exercise in my course with my mamas, and I ask them as part of our weekly module to list the things that they love about themselves, and I will ask for a certain number, and it is very difficult for the moms in my group to hit that number of things that they love about themselves. And to me, it's a really heartbreaking moment when that happens, because I think if we as mothers and as role models in our houses don't start to love ourselves, then I think it's going to be really difficult for our children to love themselves. Now, it is Mental Health Awareness Week, and I think it's really important in the ever-growing number of children with mental health issues that we start very early in life in showing them just how amazing they are, breathing that belief into them that they are great, not enabling, but loving on them, but also modeling, because they watch exactly what it is that we do. You'll hear them sometimes say words that you say or phrases that you say. You know they're listening, and they emulate what they see. And when you show them as a mom that you love yourself, right, then they're also going to learn that as you being their actual role model. I want you to also think about showing your children that you actually have interests and hobbies and passions. And I think it's a great way for them to show individuality and love for something. And perhaps even down the road, depending on the age of your children, they can start to enjoy or maybe join in your love of your passions and hobbies. But I think a lot of times, because we give, and we short order cook and we chauffeur, that we really do put ourselves on the back burner, and we are disconnected from our passions as moms. And if you agree, you can tap the screen, or you can put a comment below. You can say hi, don't be shy. I really think that also by showing your children that you invest in yourself, okay? Now, let me give you a couple of examples. We just finished doing a spring challenge. It was a 5-day challenge. And what happened is we had hundreds of women come through. And then when it came to the day of actually not only learning how to change your fashion sense, right, and love yourself and make yourself feel good and look good, moms were struggling with buying new makeup brushes for themselves or new staple pieces for their wardrobes. And again, we will go out and spend any kind of money on our children, and our children are very well dressed. But when it comes to us, it's a different story. And I think that if we start to show our children that we love ourselves enough to spend time on ourselves, to spend time by ourselves, to spend time doing the things that we love, by spending, it doesn't have to be an inordinate amount of money, but a small amount of money on ourselves for the things that we like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I want you to try and shake the mama guilt just a little bit after this tip in 10 tonight. Now, also, women are sending me messages talking about investing in themselves and asking me, do they think that they would be able to complete the 8-week course that I'm opening up next week called the Mama Mojo Recharge? And I send emails back and I'm like, of course you can. When you are ready and you have made up your mind that change needs to happen in your life as a woman, but especially as a mother, you can do anything because moms are equipped with ninja skills that not a lot of other people really kind of grasp, right? You'll see in my feed down below that there's a meme of a woman, Betty Davis, I think it is, laughing hysterically. And it's how we respond as moms when our single friends that have no kids say that they're busy. I literally do laugh in their face because they have no idea. So I really do think that as women and as moms and as role models and matriarchs in our family, we need to stop, right? Saying everything we do is for our children and I do this for my children, and start to say and do things for yourself. The old adage, you can't pour from an empty cup, the old explanation of putting your own mask on in a plane prior to helping somebody else. All of these things are true, but yet we don't put them into practice. Now, let me ask you this closing question in this tip in 10. If you are constantly showing your child or children that you are stressed, you are overworked, overwhelmed, you never do anything for yourself, you're a yes, yes, yes person, you never say no even though you want to, what message do you think you are sending your children in doing so? They watch what we do. They emulate what they see. Now, we would never go to our children and say, okay, sweetheart, I want you to never do anything for yourself, serve and do everything for others, and don't be as happy as you ever want to be. We would never say that, but we show them that in our everyday actions. And then in this tip in 10, I encourage you as moms to rewire your brain and start to put yourself first and start to do the things that make you happy, because I call it the mom hub. And when we start to change moms, which is what I do in my business, I change your way of thinking, I change your habits, I change your schedule, I change your planning, I change your eating, I change your morning routine, I change your self-love. We do all of this in 8 weeks, right? It's fast, it's furious, it's no bullshit, it's to the point. And when you start to change a mom, it's like a ripple effect. When you throw a stone into the water and the ripples go out from it, this is exactly what happens when you change a mother. You change a mother, you change a child. Our children can then change the world, and everything can be a better place with just a simple thing as rewiring your brain and doing and putting yourself first. I encourage you, if you are watching this live or you are watching in the replay, Megan, Nicola, Jen, hi, to start to show your children your self-love. Say it out loud, say it in front of them, Show them that you're worth it. Be happy and proud when you invest in yourself, and do it for you, because by doing for you, you do for them. If you are looking for a place for support around other mothers who are doing this very same thing, I encourage you to come over to my Mojo Mamas on the Move free Facebook group and join the hundreds of mamas that are there. And if you really need change and need help and a kick in the ass and some accountability to do it, then I encourage you to check out the link in the comments for the 8-week Mama Mojo Recharge course, which starts on Monday, cart closes, and doors close on Sunday, because you, Mama, are worth it. And I would love to have you part of my community. Thank you for being here for my tip in 10.